Liv Morgan will be kicked out of the Judgment Day at WWE Night of Champions tonight. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell. Icon Liv Morgan is set to face Io Sky in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament at Night of Champions. On the one hand, she is heading towards a historic feat, while on the other, her relationship with the Judgment Day has gotten tumultuous of late. The Miracle Kid has been overlooking the brewing tensions within her faction for the past few weeks on Monday Night Raw. However, things could culminate in a major fashion in Riyadh, which may change the landscape of the Red brand. The WWE Universe could witness a massive shocker today, as Morgan may be kicked out of the Judgment Day. WWE has been dropping several subtle hints for the past few weeks, showcasing a visible Cold War brewing within the faction on Monday Night Raw. Let's take a look at 3 signs. Liv Morgan will be kicked out of the Judgment Day at Night of Champions. Liv Morgan's solo success and spotlight hogging. Liv Morgan has been on a phenomenal run lately, and her individual dominance has become impossible to ignore. As the reigning Women's World Champion and a finalist in the Queen of the Ring tournament, the Miracle Kid has consistently been the standout performer. She has grabbed all the high-profile opportunities for herself, leaving little to nothing for her Judgment Day stablemates. Such personal success often plants the seeds of betrayal within a faction. While the rest of the group has faced early exits, Morgan has advanced deep into the tournament. This creates visible tension within the faction, and why wouldn't it? The 32-year-old was seen celebrating her achievements enthusiastically, while other members were upset due to their setbacks. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez seem to be well aware that Liv Morgan winning the Queen of the Ring will put her at the very top, setting her miles apart from them. This could create a sense of anguish and jealousy within Perez and Rodriguez, prompting them to turn on her today at Night of Champions. Factions are built on mutual benefits and not singular glorification. However, Liv Morgan has treated the group less like an elite coalition and more like her personal security while taking all the credit for herself. As a result, the Judgment Day could turn on Morgan and officially kick her out of the group. Emotional detachment with the Judgment Day. The true strength of the Judgment Day has always been its fierce ride-or-die family dynamic. Every superstar stood by each other in times of need, showcasing the strong emotional bond that keeps a family united. Recently, that emotional glue has begun to dissolve. Liv Morgan's interactions with her stablemates have taken on a cold, transitional tone. She no longer operates out of loyalty and instead operates out of expectations. This emotional detachment is a glaring sign of her fractured bond with her stablemates. Emotional distance is one of the strongest narrative indicators of a looming split in WWE storylines. Over the past few months, Liv Morgan has shown subtle but noticeable signs of detachment from the Judgment Day. She seems to care only about herself without even wanting to listen properly to the problems of Roxanne Perez, J.D. McDonough, or Raquel Rodriguez. The relationship that once held the members of the Judgment Day together is no longer seen in recent times. There have been numerous instances when the faction members are seen in the clubhouse, except Morgan, who joins them last, perhaps as an obligation. This is apparently a big indication that her stay in the Judgment Day is coming to an end, as she could soon be pushed out of the faction. Overlooking Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez have been 2 of the prominent members of the Judgment Day. Time and time again, they have helped Liv Morgan win matches, capture championships, and achieve success. However, when it came to returning the favor, or at least doing something for Perez and Rodriguez, Morgan gave them a cold shoulder. The Miracle Kid has been constantly overlooking her stablemates for the past few weeks on Raw. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez have shown visible frustrations backstage after their respective Queen of the Ring tournament setbacks. Instead of consoling them, Liv Morgan hyped her own path forward and blew her own trumpet. She has been unbothered by things happening with her friends, and this is a major indication that the stage is getting set for a big revolt. It is a matter of time before the Judgment Day gives Morgan a dose of her own medicine. The Miracle Kid is heading into her blockbuster Queen of the Ring finals today at Night of Champions. The recent developments indicate that Rodriguez and Perez could rob her of that high-stakes match to teach the Women's World Champion a lesson. They could cost Liv Morgan to send a message that she could not have gone so far if it wasn't for the Judgment Day. This could officially mark her exit from the faction. 3 reasons why Charlotte Flair missed WWE SmackDown before Night of Champions 2026. The recent episode of WWE SmackDown was the go-home episode for Night of Champions 2026. One of the names notably missing from the show is Charlotte Flair. Last week on SmackDown, the Queen locked horns with Liv Morgan in the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. However, before the match, Jade Cargill attacked Flair. Liv Morgan took advantage of the situation and eventually defeated the veteran star to advance to the final. Charlotte Flair's absence from the final episode before anoa'i was a surprise for many. In this article, let's take a quick look at 3 reasons why Flair missed WWE SmackDown before the Saudi Arabia show. During her match with Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair was limping. In the closing moment, the Queen took some rest ringside, and the officials checked her out. Despite the issues, Charlotte finished the match but failed to emerge at the top. A possible reason for Flair's absence on SmackDown could be her injury. Though the chances are slim, the Queen might be suffering from a legitimate injury. As a result, the company preferred to take her off television, particularly as SummerSlam 2026 is just a month away. Selling the aftermath of Jade Cargill's attack, Jade Cargill attacked Charlotte Flair before her match. This eventually impacted her performance in the 2026 Queen of the Ring semifinals. Additionally, it also gave the WWE Women's World Champion an edge over her. The former SmackDown Women's Champion missing this week's show could be the aftermath of Jade Cargill's attack. Charlotte might be selling the injury with her absence from the blue brand. It will also fuel her ongoing,